All right, let's try this on a little more serious note. So, Ford CEO Jim Farley announced the other day that they were going to go to a modular system, kind of like a tree, in their factory in Kentucky. Sort of like their assembly line that Henry Ford did. What they're going to do is they're going to build modules, and then they're going to attach the modules together and build off of the modules, which would mean that they have less assembly fittings, like clips and things that need to be installed, because pieces just marriage together and then lock in place. So like installing the interior in a vehicle before required people to actually crawl inside the cars and then screw the seats down to the floor panels. Now, the seats will be installed to the platform that's going to be the basis of the chassis of the vehicle, and then the body and everything will just be attached later. Well, they're planning on using kind of like what Tesla did when they made the Cybertruck. They're going to use a gigastamp. Let's not calling it a gigastamp because that's trademarked by Tesla, but they're going to use a stamp to create body panels continuous in length for half the car almost. So the chassis will be made up of like 4 pieces as opposed to like 50 pieces, making things faster and more efficient for production. They're looking for a 40% bump in pass-through of vehicles through the factory just from this change alone. This is all positive. This is all good things. We've heard Elon Musk talking about it for years. We've heard the CEO of Toyota mention it a few times, that they were planning on doing something similar to this. This is an idea that's been around for probably about 8 or 9 years. Tesla's talked about it twice in the past 4 years. And now Ford is announcing that they're going to implement it, actually in a factory. I'm really hoping that they have success. I'd love to see Ford continue into the future. As I've said in other videos, I'm a Ford guy. I have been my entire life.